let's learn the concepts of construction. So in section 1 we have a braid, 2 and 3 of the sides we have a braid, 4 in the crown is a fishtail, and then 3 ponytails. Section 5, the bottom, is all left down. So in just doing this exercise for understanding construction and concepts, you're playing around. I'm going to loop the end of this braid through a section in the front, pin it to hold, and continue on with my constructing. This is a fun exercise and it shows you how creative you can be. So here I am just fluffing out this fishtail, and lots of times I will do a piece like this that becomes a signature textural moment. It doesn't necessarily have a place where it's going to end up. So in the crown here, the one center ponytail, I'm going to tease and then gently smooth out the top, doing a half knot, pull it through, and shape. So all these ponytails up in the crown have two purposes. I'm going to shape knots for height, and the tight ponytails at the base are a great foundation for pinning. When you can pin into the base of a ponytail, you don't need a lot of pins. So this again is concepts. It's not like I have to do it like I'm showing it. It's a concept. So you want to just continue to build and have fullness. Think about what's happening. And the reason why the ponytails in the back are spread apart is it will give a wider look. If you were going for a mohawk look, then that concept would be narrow and your ponytails would be one in front and behind one another. So it's all about concepts and the overall shape. So just finishing up these knots, leaving the tails out. Not sure if they're all going to stay out, might tuck some of them in. But again, this is sculpting, and this is showing you that you have a lot of creativity. So before I get all of those ponytails in place, I'm going to bring back the braids. By lengthening the bottom of the braid, it's going to give me a little more room for pulling. And we're going to bring this back, and you can see at the base of that ponytail up in crown in section 4, I just pinned that braid. And now I'm going to loop it around and pin at the bottom of that other ponytail. And you're just going to get so creative when you can have these concepts. So I am just going to lift up that very front braid and continue to look at my shape and my balance. When you can create like this, it's super fun and exciting. So on section 2 and 3, which are the sides, I'm lifting that up where my thumb is, I'm pinning it into the base of the ponytail, I'm pinching and pulling a little bit and continuing to sculpt the ends of that and looking in the mirror and just having fun with it. There are so many ways this can end up, but it doesn't have to always be the same. It could be all fishtails, it could be all smooth, it could be all knots, but the base of the braids and the base of the ponytails, tucking that braid in right there to create a connection between section 1 and the back, and continuing to just build and pinch and fluff. It's super fun. You will surprise yourself how creative you are, and it gets rid of all the right or wrong language. There is no right or wrong. So on these last two half of the ponytails in the back, I'm going to do something a little bit more creative. So this one is getting a braid, and we're just going to again fill in that crown or use that hair wherever you think you need it. Hairpins are really good for holding things down on something else. And for this last piece of ponytail, I'm doing a fishtail braid. And it's simply going to be looped up and it will be done. These take a lot of time, fishtail braids. But they have a lot of movement and a lot of fun. So just looping that one up, letting it hang down, and adding a hair ornament. And so there's a half up, half down design that you can just tweak. You can show the guest, does she like the ends sticking out? Do you want to tuck them in? These are the details at the end that get her to buy into the look. So enjoy, have fun, and play around with the concepts of construction.